What's up my fellow traders, hope you all having an awesome weekend. So a weekend update here where I want to give you something valuable to learn that will help you to understand trading more efficiently. So if you want to skip the first part of the video, you're going to see the timestamp in couple of seconds. But if you want to listen to this part of the video, trust me and I promise you it will be really beneficial for you to understand trading and take efficient trading decisions. So in the first part of the video, I'm going to teach you how these area of value plays an important role in your trading in a long-term perspective and in a short-term perspective. And with that, I'm going to show you the example of natural gas according to the long and short-term perspective and what to expect from the price action when you see a trending market, uptrend or downtrend. With that, I'm going to show you how the zone reacted nicely from the area of value I've sent to my members last week and the entries we took last week. With that, the trading results of this year so far, including the losses and all the winners. And the way we enter the trade, how we enter the trade, that is very important for you to understand if you want to take trading as a serious business. And then in the second part of the video, as usual, we're going to do the analysis of natural gas, gold, silver, and crude oil. So starting with the area of values, the zones from where we enter our trade, and that plays a very important part in the trading. Now, this area of values plays an important part because these are the areas where the institutions, the retail traders and the algorithms, they set their order, and once the price hit these area of value, the order triggered. That if the price hit that area, the order will be triggered and the price will start to push higher or start to push lower. And our goal is to ride along with them, not against them, because us, the retail traders, we want to ride with the big whales, not fighting with them. And that is why it is very important for us to understand and identify these area of value. Now, I got these questions asked a lot that what are we expecting in the long term? As a swing trader, I do all my analysis on a daily time frame, and if you go higher than daily time frame, then you are doing a long-term analysis. If you're investing something or if you are an investor, you say, okay, doesn't matter if the price pushes up and down within the process of an uptrend, I'll stay in my position. Doesn't matter if it takes months, but once I achieve my targets, only then I exit my trade. Now that also exclude the cost of holding the trades. Depends if you are trading spot or futures, but this is what I'm going to teach you now. If you look here, an example of a USD CAD, what trend do you see here? It is an uptrend. Now if you go back on a weekly time frame, right here it is an uptrend has been started. Now I told you that if you go higher than a daily time frame, then you are doing a long term analysis. As I do a daily time frame, that is also a swing trading and also a long term, but you can also call it as a day trading analysis. Now if you see here, the price starts to push up in a trend right here. Now it is very important for you to understand this perspective because it will also reflect in the natural gas analysis, which I'm going to teach you right here. Now looking at this uptrend, if you are a long-term trader, what you want to do? We have an uptrend started from here. As you can see, this is an area of value, a support zone from where the price started to bounce up on a weekly time frame. If you are an investor, what you do after the downtrend ended and the price hit the area of value right here, you said, okay, you have entered this trade. Now, as a long-term trader, you want to keep your stop loss somewhere below or move your stop loss and trail your profits along with that. Now all you do, you keep on buying until you see a price is making a new highs. As you can see, the price pushes up. We had a pullback and we had a price pushed up from here, not breaking below the previous low right here. So if you have a stop loss here, in that case you are relieved that price is still pushing up. We have a couple of weeks spent from here. As you can see, every single candle is a weekly candle, so imagine how much patience you would need for this type of trading. Now the price pushes up. In that case, if the price start to push down, breaks below this low, then the price is giving you a signal that I'm not gonna push up in a trend. My new trend is going to start, and that is going to be a downtrend from here. But the buyers collectively thinks that the price of this particular asset must be higher. Then they start buying from here, including all the retail traders. They start buying, not letting the price to break below the previous low. And what happens? They collectively start buying here and the price start to push up and eventually makes a new high. All the sellers coming in all the retail traders are coming in, starting to sell, going against the trend. What happens? We had a pullback only. Now this pullback is not strong enough to break below this previous low, exactly something like this. So we did not have a break below the previous low, and the buyers comes in and say, no, we are still going to push the price higher, as we think that the price of this asset should be expensive. Now they start buying here, and the price start to push up, and the process continues. We had a pullback. We did not break below this low. As you can see, the buyers comes in and say, no, we are not going to push the price lower than the previous low. They start to push the price higher. Eventually the price makes a new high, and the process continues, and price start to push higher. Now it comes in the process of consolidation right here. Now in this process, on a smaller time frame, this is what I want to teach you, that our goal is, as a day trader, as a swing trader, to capture these moves which is up and down right here. And on a smaller time frame, these moves are more than 100 pips easily to hit your take profit or stop loss if you are doing a day trading or a swing trading. So for a long-term perspective, you still be in a trade till the price break above this high. If that happens, then the buyers who started from here, they'll be thinking that yes, we are still in an uptrend until the price now breaks below this low. If the price now in this process of a consolidation breaks below this low, in that case they will think now it is a time to exit the trade, and it is a time for the new trend to be started, and they're going to look for a reversal trade. So that is how you look at the long-term perspective if you're a long-term trader. But for me, as you know, that it maximum it takes 3 to 4 days to hit our target, sometimes less than that, 1 day as well. And that is how we take our trade as a day trader or a swing trader. Now in this consolidation right here, we had this major area of value on smaller time frame. So let's go on a daily time frame right here. As you can see, I've already sent these zones to my members that I'll be looking to enter this sell trade once the price hit the area of value, which is right above. At the time the price was here, and as you can see, this pair is getting closer to the major structure. This red zone is the valid trend continuation zone. Bearish mean the price is pushing up but still bearish. I've just shown the example on a smaller time frame. It is bearish. As you can see, the price broke below this low and keep on pushing lower. If we have a good reaction out of here, it will continue to push lower, and if broke below, then we have a continuation to the down trend. Now we knew that the zone is going to be a good zone if we have a condition. Without condition, we are not taking a trade. So we were prepared for an entry when the price hit this area of value. Right here, the price hit this area of value. Sellers came in and says, yeah, we are going to take over from here, as which is a bearish engulfing pattern. Sellers engulfs the buyers, giving us a signal that we are gonna push lower. And as you can see, a price pushes lower that hit a nice 58 pips take profit, and that is enough for us as a day trader or as a swing trader to pull out some money out of the market. And this was also sent to my members as a trade alert. Now I've already mentioned that I was a bit late for this entry because I was on a flight and I couldn't enter, but I will still set up a limit order. If the price pulls back up, I will enter my trade. But these are the targets. Looks like if you would have entered at the close of this candle, but that was me. I was on a flight. If you are my student in MMTA full course, you know that this is a valid condition that follows all the rules. If you are my priority members, you know the basic rules of entering the trade from the zones. You got these zones already. You should be prepared to take over entries, not waiting for me to send you a signal, because that is my goal, to teach you how to enter the trades without relying on someone else. That is why we had this trade alert sent, and as you can see, it did not trigger my order. Right here it pulls up till here and then price falls, but that is fine. If I was not in the flight, I would definitely enter this trade, but if you entered it, that's totally cool. You should enter that in a list of a winning trade, which I'm going to go through in a short moment, all the trades we took in the priority group and the results of that. Now, a good example of entering the trade from the area of value, that was a previous level of support right here, and that turns a level of resistance and push the price lower. A good example of that, of entering the trade from the area of value. And then we had this pair trending nicely. Now, when the price is trending, what we do, we are not fighting with a trend. So right here, a good example of a trending market. I've shown you a counter trade where we enter the trade when the price hit the zone and we have a good reaction, a counter reaction. But this is a good example of a trending market where we ride along with a trend. Now, if you see, this was a level, a previous resistance. We already took the chunk of the profit on a smaller time frame, which is a 1 hour time frame. We had a nice double top pattern on 1 hour time frame. That is enough to hit our target, and then the price broke above this previous top, give us a signal that I want to continue to push higher. And what was the signal? The first, we had the zone broken right here with this candle. We had a previous top broken, and that was a previous level of resistance that will likely act as a level of good support that can push the price higher. With that, we had a bullish engulfing pattern right here. Then we had a pullback and we got a chance to enter at the better price, where we entered the trade and sent in the priority group as well. And as you can see, a good 79 pips take profit has been hit. Now, this is only 1-to-1. If you would have managed it, that is a lots of profit if you would have managed your trade, moving your stop loss to break even and then manage it according to your own risk appetite. Now, this is something I can't teach how to manage the trades here on my YouTube channels because it's going to make a video much longer. But if you are my student in MMTA, then you know how to manage your trades. But for beginners, I always recommend to go 1-to-1, so that it's good to see amount of good winning trades rather than having 4 winning trades out of 10, but with the better risk to reward ratio. Instead, for your psychology, for your trading psychology, initially I want you guys to look at 6 or 7 trades winners out of 10 initially. Then you start to manage your trade. Then if you have a 4 winning trades but with a better risk to reward ratio, you'll still be a profitable trader. So good example of a trending market where we enter a trade with a signal right here and then the price pushed higher. These are the 2 trades I sent in the priority group. With that, let me show you the trade I took personally. Right here, one of the zones sent to the members. We had the other zones where we are still waiting for the price to give us a signal, or we are still waiting for the price to get to those levels to take our entries. Now, here on Euro Japanese Yen, I've already mentioned to my members that this is the recent level of resistance that is broken, will now act as a level of support that makes it a valid trend continuation bullish area. Now, I'll be looking to enter in this green area for the possible buy trade. As you can see, the price was at that time at the area of value. As mentioned, that this pair is currently at the level of major support. Now, if we go back on 1 hour time frame, we had a valid double bottom pattern formed with a bullish engulfer, and that was my trade. 1.421 was my fixed target, and I couldn't manage it because I was really busy last week for my flight and shopping and stuff. That is why I just kept fixed target for my trades throughout last week. It was a very good risk to reward ratio right here. A good take profit has been hit. A zone was sent to the members. I was already prepared them that we are going to look for an entry condition on smaller time frame right here. Once we see a condition, nobody's stopping us to take our trade as long as we have a stop loss there, as long as we are under our risk appetite, our risk capital. There's no need to be scared of if the stop loss is hit. That is what we call a trading, not gambling. Now, after that, I want to show you a few commodities because I don't want to make this video much longer. This video has got already long. I want to show you a few zones of commodities I've sent to the members and how nicely the price action reacted from there. And one zone that did not play out as well. Now, platinum. Right here, a zone was sent to the members, and that we are going to look to enter our buy trades once the price hit our green zone. That was at that time the price was here, and we were prepared to take our trades. And right here, we have a good bullish engulfing candle, and that price push higher nicely. And as you can see how nicely the zone react from the area of value I've sent to the members. A good example of entering the trade from the area of value. We had the oversold situation in the RSI. With that, we have the bullish engulfer, and that makes a valid confluence, and price pushes higher. That is enough to hit your 1 ATR target or 1.421 as well. Right here, I want to show you the sugar zone that I've been sending to the members from a couple of weeks, and the price finally hit our zone. What do we have? We had a stop loss hit. Yeah, that is what I want you guys to understand as well. Not every zone is gonna play out in your favor. In trading, that is why we have a stop loss. In case of an events like this, we are not gonna blow up our account. And right here, the zone triggered, we have a price hit the zone, and that also form one of a valid and strong entry pattern, a valid sell condition, but that did not play out. Price pushes up and that hit your stop loss. That is what I want you guys to understand as well in trading. When you see a good winning streak, you start to increase your risk without knowing that if something like this happens, it will destroy all your profits that you have made with a lots of hard work and lots of analysis. So that is why very important to keep your stop loss. In case of this type of moves, you are not going to blow up your account and move on for the next good trade. And then we had corn as hit the zone as mentioned from a couple of weeks, and that is now in the area of value. And let's see how this trade gonna play out. We had a nice double bottom pattern here on corn. Please do not enter this trade. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, and that will also hinder your risk to reward ratio as price is not at your entry point. If you enter this trade, it's totally up to your own risk, but I will not recommend any of you to enter this trade at this point. But a good example, price reacted from this area, rejection twice, a double bottom, we had a divergence in the RSI. Everything is going with our analysis, and let's see how it goes next week. So finally, dollar index. I've clearly mentioned that we already got a head and shoulder pattern bullish, and we have two termination zone, which is one above in yellow and one above in red. Now the first termination zone, we already had a hit right here. All we were waiting for the price to give us some sort of signal here again, or if broken above, we are looking for the price to push higher. And as you can see how nicely the price push higher, we had a break above the termination zone with this candle, and we had a good breakout from here, and price is now pushing higher towards the next level of major resistance from where we can get a possible push down. So that is how we use the dollar index. If in case you are using dollar index for your dynamics, market dynamics or coloration, this is something I also sent in the report, and we were prepared for the price to push higher as we had a bullish pattern already. Right, so in the end, I want to show you the trade results we had so far this year, which is right here. As you can see, we had so far this month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, and with that we only had one losing trade that was sent in the priority group as well. And then we had a GBPAUD that was a winner I've just shown you, and that is only 1-to-1. Like I said, for beginners I recommend 1-to-1, and this is how the results look like. And trust me guys, it's not going to look like this every single month. We might have a red or a losing streak as well, and then we can end up having a winning streak. But as long as we are disciplined with our rules, then you're going to get a good result. As long as you know your strategy, as long as you know the risk management, your trading psychology, you have a good plan of how to take your trades and how to treat trading as a business, then trust me, that will give you your financial freedom. And financial freedom doesn't mean you are a millionaire. It means you have your own time. It means you don't have to wake up early in the morning and get to the work at 9 o'clock or get to the work at 7 p.m. and finishes at 7 a.m. A big 12-hour shifts. It means that you wake up in your own time, place your trades, and have a time for you and your family. That is what I call financial freedom, to have control of your own time. So that is how it looks like. If you want to join a priority group, it's not a signal group. Again, it is a group where you learn, where you get these zones, where you get this major area of value, and you learn how to enter the trade with the conditions. And that is how I teach you to take your trades with conditions without any guesses or gambling. And if you want to learn the full system, then we have this premium plan right here, where you will learn all the basics, intermediate, advanced, and some other strategies to increase your ROI, and it will also teach you the trading psychology, how to manage your risk, all the risk management, everything, the complete package where you don't need to rely on any sort of signals. And you also get a Discord group where I'll personally talk to you if you have any trading related questions. With that, the standard plan is also free for whole 1 year. So if you're interested, feel free to check moneymarkers.uk. If not, that's totally cool. Make sure you hit the like button so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently, and you also join Money Markers family. So on that note, let's start our analysis, starting with natural gas, gold, silver, and crude oil. And right here, what do we have? As per my last analysis, I've already mentioned you the Fibonacci zones, which is right here. And as you can see, as an aggressive trader, we did not get a chance to enter as this price pushes lower and now hit the level of support. Now let me quickly show you what I've said in my last video so that we can understand the conditions and entries. Now if you have a dramatic push down, a fall, in that case I'll have my support zone as well, from where we can look for our buy conditions with bullish engulfers or double bottom entry pattern. Hammer candles, 382 candles bullish is also one of my reasons to enter. Nice one. So as clearly mentioned yesterday, if the price dramatically falls and the price comes in the area of value, which is right here. Now, I've already given you the area of value last week. In case you missed it, now if you're new to this channel, a zone which is right here, 2.441 that goes to 2.555, and the zone above, which is 2.853 that goes to 2.968. Now, if you remember, I've given you an example of a trending market, an uptrend on a longer term perspective. If you have seen the first part of the video, that is what I want to show you. Now, if to see a longer perspective, as you can see, the net gas is pushing lower, right? It's in a downtrend from quite a while on a weekly time frame. But like I explained in the first part of the video, how to trade from these area of value. Now, when the uptrend started from here, we had this breather, right? And then the price pushes up and moved up in all the waves. Now, the downtrend has started, and that could be a start of an uptrend again. Now, the downtrend started, right? Then we had a zone played out and the price pushes up, and we had a breather, and then we have a possible chance that price will start a new trend once it breaks above this previous high. Now, as the price did not break below this low, that is why I still call it as an uptrend on a longer term perspective, because the buyers collectively thinks that the price should be higher, the price of this natural gas should be higher, and it should be pushing higher, as the price did not break below this low and the buyers pushed the price higher. Example, which is right here, an uptrend, right? And the price did not break below this low and the buyers pushed the price higher in an uptrend. So a downtrend did not break below this low, price push higher, and is now in a process of a pullback on a longer term perspective. If you're a long-term trader, your stop loss should be here. Take profit wherever you want to take it to the recent high, which is right here. That's totally up to you. Now, this is what I want to clear, because I got lots of messages that what shall we look on a long-term perspective. But as a day trader or as a swing trader, we look at these area of value. Now, if you have listened to the first part of the video, that should make sense to you guys, as I've explained briefly how these zones plays out. Now, our goal is to enter the trades from this area, get a good chunk of profit, and then ride along with the trend. With the pullback, we take sell trades, and then with the pullback, and when the price hit the zone, we take our buy trade, and then we can expect a pullback here, and then the price will continue to push high until it breaks above this high. Then we can start to look for a buy trade, a change in trend completely. Now, that was a long-term perspective. I hope that makes sense. Now, let's go back on our usual analysis. For now, as you can see, the price is inside an area of value and now oversold as well, which is right here in the RSI. In that case, what I want to see now, at this point, the price is still in the zone. All I want to see a next candle as a bullish engulfer. Now, let's see how the price opens. If it opens in gap up, gap down, then we will wait for the good and valid condition. Otherwise, if it opens gap down, still in the zone, we still look for a condition within this area of value, which can be a bullish engulfers or a double bottom pattern or hammer candle. That is a weak signal, but I want to see an extra confluence with that, like an oversold, overbought situation if we have a hammer candle, and I also enter differently if we have a hammer candle. Now, at this point, these are the conditions I'll be looking at, as now we are in the area of value. If we have a double bottom pattern in the zone, a bullish engulfer, all these are my entry condition. I'm only looking for sell trade. Now, if we have no conditions and the price just give you a pullback, a normal pullback due to the correction of the oversold in the RSI. In that case, we are still below 50 and 20 EMA. If we have after a pullback, if we have a bearish engulfer, I will still go short, and I want to see a complete break of the zone to look for a complete sell trade. But if we have a bearish signal, I will take my short till this previous low, and then I will see if this low is broken for my next trade. So for now, these are the conditions I'll be looking at. Buy, simply bullish engulfers, double bottom in the area, sell with a no condition, just a normal pullback with a bearish engulfing pattern. And these are the conditions I'll be looking at. Once the price pushes up, hit the zone here, then I start to look for my sell trades only, or a possible head and shoulder pattern, which is quite high. Once that happens, I will keep you guys informed as well. So these are the conditions I'll be looking at for natural gas. Here on capital.com, we have a zone which is 2.110 that goes to 2.252, from where I want to see a good bounce with bullish engulfers or double bottom entry pattern. Just a normal pullback with a bearish engulfer will be my sell trade. I've already given the conditions how we can enter the sell trade if we have just a pullback without any sort of conditions. Here on Rwanda, right here, The zone is 2.395 that goes to 2.475 from where we look for buy trades. Conditions I've already mentioned and all the conditions I've mentioned already. Now here on Owanda, we can still have the Fibonacci tool, something like this. And the 50% retracement can be a sell limit order as well for aggressive trader if we start to see a pullback with a bearish engulfing pattern. For a less aggressive trader or for aggressive traders, just a 50% retracement is itself an entry, and targets can be till this zone here or 1 ATR for your initial target. So these are the conditions I'll be looking at on all three platforms for my trades. Next one, we have gold. Gold is pushed up nicely from the zone, from the minor zone, now formed a bearish engulfing pattern. I've already mentioned in my last video that if the price close back down, in that case we have a sell signal. Let me show you what I've said in my last video so that you can understand conditions and entries. Now hit 50 EMA as well. As now price has just made a new low from here, we can now start to look for the pullback entry bearish. Now if you say, is that a valid entry? Yes, that is also a valid bearish pullback entry. Now if the price forms another bearish engulfing pattern, in that case we have a valid sell signal again, and we can go 1 ATR for the target. I'm still waiting for the price to give me a reason to enter sell trade. That can be a next candle that can close below 50 EMA with a bearish engulfing pattern. If this candle close below 50 EMA and we have another green candle above 50 EMA, and then we have a next candle close back below 50 EMA, that is what I also call a valid pullback entry bearish. Awesome. So as you can see, the price forms a bearish engulfing pattern, close back below 50 EMA. That is one of my valid sell signal. I'm now expecting a price to push lower at least $8. That is the ATR telling me, and then once the price pushes lower, I exit my trade and see. If you want to manage it, you can manage it till the recent low and then look for the next condition. That can be a double bottom pattern if you have a bullish engulf or something like this, or a 382 candle here within this zone. In that case we have a valid double bottom pattern for the buy trades. If broken below this low, then we can expect the price to fall in the zone below, which I'm going to mention in my next video if the price breaks below this low. So these are conditions I'll be looking at. I can see a valid sell signal if the price breaks above this high. In that case the stop loss will hit and we can look for the continuation trades bullish till the price hit the level of support above, resistance above, which I'm going to mention in my next video as well. Keep an eye here. These are the conditions I'll be looking at here on gold. Here on silver, we had a valid condition right here. At this point, if the price still pushes up, forms a bearish engulfer up below 50 EMA, we have a sell signal and we can still go short. We already have a sell signal here, right here. I'm expecting a price to hit, push down at least 1 ATR, and if broke below this low, in that case we have a continuation towards downside, and the next zone I'm going to mention in my next video. For now, I still have these zones and I will still use the lower level of these zones if the price falls and forms some sort of reason to enter buy trades. So these are the conditions. Only looking for bearish trades for now for silver, sell signal for gold and silver both. The last one we have crude oil. It's pushing up nicely and gradually, and as you can see, we have a little anchor, a zone above, which I want you guys to have on your charts for to expect a little pullback, which is right here, 75, that goes to 75.95. Once the price pushes higher, we can expect a deep pullback to this trend line and then a continuation. Once the price breaks above this high, only then I will use the upper level for my counter sell trade, which is 78.06, that goes to 79.97, from where we can enter sell trades with bearish engulfers, double top, inverted hammers, 382 candle bearish. So these are the conditions I will be looking at. We are pushing up nicely and we can expect a deep pullback and then a continuation towards the upside. So not looking for sell trades until we get a reason to enter like a bearish engulfers or double top from this area, a little anchor from where we can expect a pullback. That is enough to hit your targets, and then the price will likely push higher. So that's it for commodities, guys. I hope you got a value out of today's video. If yes, hit a like button for me, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green the rest of the week. See you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.